Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I'm Reverend Ray Fellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is November 26th. Give me 1 second. I've got to make one adjustment here. There we go. Okay. Life sings through me in radiant ecstasy. The footsteps of those who dwell with the God of light are set free. And that comes from the Book of the Dead. And our reading begins. Now and always I recognize that I live, move, and have my being in God. I am part of universal mind. I am one with universal substance. All the qualities and all of the wealth of good and desirable things that exist in universal mind are mine now. I perceive, accept, and experience them. I know that all the beauty of form around me is the garment of God. I know that the presence which manifests in my heart and mind is God expressing itself within me. As I feel this presence more and more, I hear the song of joy deep within. Always, when I am still, I hear the song of life pouring through my consciousness. I have only to listen, for it always is there. The infinite and I are one. This I know to be true of my being. I open my mind and my heart to the inflow of the divine Spirit and know that the presence of God flows through my being with perfect action and in perfect unity with good. With this knowledge, this assurance that the loving presence is always here, closer to me than breathing, nearer than hands and feet, I have nothing to fear. I feel this loving protection around me, and I know that it is not only a song of joy, but a song of love and protection. I tune out all dull negative ideas and tune in with the sunshine of life, with brightness and laughter, with the joyous presence that is life itself. I now lay aside all anxiety, all striving, and let the law bring my good to me. I joyfully anticipate greater abundance, much success, and more joy. Joy wells up within my heart, and life sings through me in radiant ecstasy. So let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. One power, everywhere present, that is the substance, the unseen substance of all that is seen. One power, everywhere present, changeless, infinite, eternal, immeasurable, unnameable, the substance of all creation. This is the birthright of all life. This one substance expressing in the multiplicity of everything experienced in this human realm, in this physical realm. The unseen, unformed substance that is the essence of all, expressing itself in the multiplicity of form, and yet never separate from itself. Each expression, a desire of the infinite to know itself as the thing it expresses, as the one it expresses, to know itself as relationship among the things it expresses in form, to expand its experience of itself in, through, and as this thing called life. This one is the perfection in the seed. It is the infinite intelligence that holds everything in perfect order. It is the abundance of the self giving to the self, seeking nothing in return. Because the return is that reciprocity of law. What goes down, what goes up must come down. The pendulum always swings back. There's so many ways to recognize reciprocity. Rain comes down, moisture evaporates up to return as rain again. The seasons cycle endlessly through. The earth rotates full circle. The law of reciprocity, so evident. We breathe out, we breathe in. And so I recognize this law of reciprocity as how the law of cause and effect works. Therefore, every cause, every thought, there is an effect. And every effect stimulates a new thought, setting a new cause in motion. Reciprocity. Cause and effect. And so I recognize that I am an effect of a cause. The cause, mind, infinite mind. Whether we call it God, Allah, Great Spirit, the Great Mystery. It is this one power, this one presence, expressing itself. It is the cause of all that is. Thought moves the form, the substance of itself into form. And so the infinite, ultimate reality, absolute reality, consciousness, the thing itself, whatever name we use, it is indefinable. And it is that which is both outside and inside. At the same time, reciprocity in action. And so, I know in this cycle of reciprocity that life and death are simply points on a cycle that we experience, that we name to explain and communicate that experience, that they are one in the same, that the form returning to formless, the spirit releasing the body, physical life returning to infinite life. All part of the perfect cycle of being. Wow. As I allow my awareness to simply name all of the ways that God is God, that love is love, that peace is peace, that power is power, I am in awe of this thing called life, this creation, this creator, that are one and the same. There is no separation. There is no me and you, no us and them. And in this moment, I speak my word, leaning into a deeper experience of one, of that cycle of surrender that intentionally lets go of where the experience of me begins versus the experience of another. Letting go of any sense of separation, I lean into a recognition of the divine within and as every form. I say yes to seeing God, Spirit, whatever it is, to see it active, to see it expressed, to see it animated, to see it fully present everywhere in every moment, no matter what. To see love, to anchor into that sense of belonging. It is the inherent nature of being. And to consciously, intentionally, purposefully live in enough mental and heart space to allow the belonging of all life, each expression of the divine, to recognize all belong. That no one individualized expression need morph or bend or contort themselves to fit in, to recognize that behavior follows belief, and that even that the things we believe, the things I believe, the things believed in mind, are conditioned thinking. They are limitations to their full experience of the infinite that we are. And so in this moment, in the quiet of this place, within my being, I rejoice and I celebrate that there is something far greater than I understand in human form happening. That life is unfolding itself just as perfectly as a tomato seed unfolds a tomato when it germinates. And I intentionally choose to trust. Faith built on the evidence of things not seen but hoped for. My faith built on all of the moments that life showed up when I was convinced death was at hand. Death of the emotional, death of the mental, death of the expression of me, beyond a physical death. Death of relationships, and the divine showed up because it had never gone anywhere. Always fully present. The awareness within me shifted. And I am in awe. And so as I release into this perfection of unfoldment, I rejoice that the word spoken is the word fulfilled, that the capacity to open to the truth of being is fully present in every being. I release any idea of how each individualized expression of the infinite is to show up. I don't know. And so I let that go and instead hold in consciousness, hold in prayer without ceasing the harmonious operation of one. That all life operates in alignment with the infinite self, that every sense of separation is healed. That all belief and all behavior stems from consciousness itself, the very cause of creation. So I let go. I let it all be. And I move through this day with a sense of awe and wonder. Ashe. Aho. Shalom. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.